morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday, May the 4th, and may the 4th be with you. Tamara, good morning. We had plans for today. Unfortunately, our plans have fallen through a little bit. But we will celebrate May the 4th on another day in May. We'll just make it a May the 4th month. Oh, God. Rob, go away. Go, do work or something. You can't type that kind of stuff while you're at work and then have your loud cackle because everybody knows you're screwing off. So, let's see. What have we got going on? We got all sorts of stuff going on. We got Glock courses coming up. The Glock Fix-It class. Armor's class. Glock Armor's class is sold out. The Glock MOS Operators course still has a few seats left in it. So anybody can take the Operators course. You don't have to be a GSSF member or anything. You do have to have a factory Glock pistol. The only modifications you can have done to it really is night sights. But factory Glock MOS pistol with a dot on it. Okay. And then it's 2 days long and 1,000 rounds. So lots of shooting. Good time, good class. I have not taken the MOS Operators course. Elizabeth's actually going to take that one. This time I've taken the regular Operators course. I'm sure it's very similar, except they go into some of the nuances of the dot. I'm assuming. But it should be a good course. So if you've got a dot and a Glock, come take it. So you can go to glocktraining.com and get signed up for it. I think their website was built in 1982. But if you can't find it, send us an email, training@therangeSTL.com. Excuse me. And we can send you a direct link to it. Or I don't know if we can get direct, but we'll send you a link to make the 1982 website easier to follow. So we got those two things coming up here in just, I think, next week. We've got TAC triage this weekend. So we talk a lot about, that's not going to stay there, about medical and the importance of medical training, having good medical gear, having a bunch of good medical gear, but not knowing how to use it doesn't do you any good. So if you've got chest seals or you've got pressure bandages or a full kit, tourniquets, whatever the case may be, but you don't know how to use it, does you no good. Or it does the person you're trying to help no good. Just having something sit in your bag or attached to your bag just because it looks cool is not the best way to do that. Come get training to understand what trauma looks like and what real trauma is and how to prolong somebody's life until that next level of care can get there. It's a super important class for everybody. Anybody who considers themselves trying to be ready for most situations. Okay. If you want, when you're shooting in our facility, I mean, we're 150, 200 yards away from Metro West. It's pretty freaking close to us. So, if something happens, help is really, really close. And that's if nobody else or you have the ability to help you. But if you're out at you're at your buddy's farm or you've got some property out somewhere and you're shooting and you hurt yourself or you're cutting up a tree and you hurt yourself, help can be a long way away, and this type of class can drastically increase your chances of being able to prolong your life or the life of somebody else until that next level of care can get there. Take the class. Take the class. It's about 4 hours. Rob usually gets in and not this Rob, different Rob, gets into a lot of information, shares a lot of information. It's a great class. You will walk out of here with a lot of really good information. So get signed up. It's this Sunday. We only do a handful of them a year, 4 or 5 of them a year, something like that. So get signed up. Still got seats left in that. Sales going on in here. I keep forgetting to mention that the high-speed gear HSGI stuff is on sale. 25% off. So if you're looking for any small, this is a small medical pouch. I've got this on a couple of my belts. But their mag pouches are freaking awesome. We have some of these called tacos, rifle and pistol tacos, some single pistol tacos, some single rifle tacos. So PCC tacos, some duty belts, or not duty belts, but battle belts, and some other miscellaneous stuff. So dump pouches and so on. So come on in, check their stuff out, and get a good deal on it. Plate carriers, we have some HSGI. Yeah, we do have some HSGI plate carriers. So saving 25% on a plate carrier is a great deal. So not all of those are HSGI, I don't think. But I think a good portion of them are. So there you go. Those are on sale. And food. Come on, camera. Food is on sale, I think 20% off. Yeah, 20% off of food, and which is kind of crazy because we just got a whole resupply of it. So if you've been looking for something and we didn't have what you're looking for, come back in, check it out. Still on sale. Lots of options there for long shelf life food. All right, let's go wander around. Take a look at what we've got in here. I need people to say good morning or hi or piss off or something. I don't know. Get rid of so I quit looking at Rob's comments. All right. If you missed the Benchmade sale, sorry. Technically, it wasn't even on yesterday, but because it was still on the case when I did my live show, they decided to leave it on, but it's gone now. So for those of you that were going to pick up one of those mini Adamuses, you still can, but you missed the sale. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, not me. Not me. Oh, I love you so much. All right, we've got shotguns. We've got 12 gauge, 20 gauge, pump action, and semi-auto, bullpups, shockwaves. Yeah, we've got shotguns. So if you want a shotgun, go get it. On the long gun wall. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. On the long gun wall. Lots and lots of stuff up here. I'm having a hard time myself not encouraging him. Lots of 5.56 rifles up here from Smith, SIG, Rise, IWI, Rock River, Daniel Defense, Black Rain. Some 308 options here from FN. We've got SCAR 20S and SIG 308, Daniel 308, and CMMG 308. We do also have this Wilson Combat. This is a members only deal, so you have to be a member to get this price anyway. Wilson Combat AR with the SIG Tango 1-6. Very slick setup. Very slick setup. And for $2,000. Again, that price is for members only. I've got one SIG Cross in 6.5 Creedmoor. An M400 with DH3 stock. Desert Tech. I believe we've got a few more of these coming. We had this one here is in 5.56. We had a 5.56 and 308. 308 did not last very long. We're supposed to have some more 308s coming as well. I've got some other bullpups here. PS90, IWI Tavor, and Springfield Hellion. Then I've got some CMMG pistols in for both. I've got both Descents and Banshees in 5.56, 9mm, 7.62 by 39, and one Daniel Defense pistol as well. You guys are disappointing me with your lack of comments. I need you to overcome the brashness. All right, some AKs and some high points. So I've got a couple of 9mm high points and a 45 ACP. There you go. I've got a couple of Zastava AKs in different flavors. Got a 9mm AK, Century Visca, and a Mark 47, so 7.62 by 39 AR pistol. So lots of options up there. All right, into the pistol case. Shadow Systems, I've got DR920Ps and standard DR920s and MR920s, and then one CR920. Springfield, I've got XDM Elites, Hellcats, and Prodigies in here. Smith, we've got all sorts of different Smith & Wesson options. Equalizer, Shield EZs, EZ380s, Performance Center shields, M&P 2.0s, standard shields, SD9s, Smith 5.7, and CSX. So all sorts of options in there from Smith & Wesson. SIG, I've got lots of options in here as well. 320, 10mm 320s, standard 320s, and all sorts of different flavors, lots of different 365s, both 9mm and 380s, and then some legacy guns, 226s and 229s as well. That AXG carry right there is pretty sharp looking. Beretta, I've got a couple of 92X performances. For DASA guns, for the Berettas anyway, this is my favorite gun only because it has the frame-mounted safety rather than the slide-mounted safety. I just think it's much easier to actually use. So I've got those 92Xs. I've got a couple of M9s to include one with the Steiner MPS on it. A couple other RDO pistols as well. IWI Masada. A couple of those down there. HK VP9s. Beretta APX with a dot. PX4 Storm. And full-size and compact. And then one CZ P10. FN, I've got some 509Cs and Ts. and mids, FNX 45s, and LS Edge, and Mechanic TP9 variants and Matei variants. We got TP9 Combats, Elites, SFXs, Matei SFTs and SFXs, SFX Rival, and the SFX Pro. Glock, let's see, 47, 17s, 19s, 42, 41, 28, 20, 34, and 19X. Oh, and a 43X. Walther Q5 and Q4, PDP Pro. Took a look at that guy yesterday. It's a pretty sexy pistol. PDP Fs, PPK, PPQ, and 45. Gearson MC9, SAR 9, a couple of Bursa Thunders and BP9s. Nick, P10C is. Oh my goodness, where is it? Right there. 509, or for you, since you're a member, 485. I don't know if you can read that or not because of the glare. But. Lots of options for Glock triggers as well. Just so you know, if you are taking the MOS operators course, you cannot, unfortunately, have one of the Timney triggers in there, but you're most welcome, sir. See, Ruger 5.7, Max 9s, American, Security 9s, EC9, and LCP, or LCP Max anyway, AirX, 0, Delta L, M, and X, and then Taurus G3s and 4s, both 3Cs and full size. Matthew, we have no Henry. I don't think anything. Oh no, we do have a Henry. But this is, I think they're both, oh no. I thought they were both 22s, but I've got one Henry lever action 22 and one Henry lever action 410. Is the X model their new semi-auto thing? I haven't looked into that yet. Somebody else was asking me about it or was telling me about it. But I have not dug into it much yet. Well, I haven't dug into it at all yet. Those two Henrys are the first Henrys we've seen in a long time. No, it's all black, huh? I'm pretty sure it was Henry that made their first semi-auto. Someone did a review and had some feed issues in the semi-auto. They have pistols too. What the hell is going on? That's crazy. All right, let's take a look at 1911s. I skip this case a lot just because they're not really my thing, but I understand some people like them. See, I've got 1911s in here. I've got Taurus, Springfield, so 9mm 1911, Emissary, and Garrison in 9mm. A couple more Taurus, and then SIG. That's actually a pretty sharp looking pistol. Gearson, all different types of semi-autos. And yep, Matthew, I will take a look at revolvers for you. I got some 22s in here, Ruger Mark IVs, Glock 44, Ruger Wranglers, SIG P322, M&P 22, FN 502, Taurus TX 22. So all sorts of different options for 22 semi-autos and revolvers. But then for revolvers, I've got Colt, King Cobra, and Python, Ruger SP 101, Smith 640, and a Ruger GP 100. A couple more 22s down here. Wranglers, another P322, and a Browning. In the used case we go. A couple of M&Ps in the back there, a 2.0 and an original, 509Cs, M&P Shields, Ruger 5.7, Glock 48, SIG P320, X Compact, Ruger LCP, Smith Bodyguard. Somebody should buy both those and have a mini gun shootout. Comparing the two, not a shootout, comparing the two. CZ Carr P9, Ruger EC9 and LC9, and a Taurus GX4. So there you go. There's the inventory. So what we've got going on in here. All right, so I want to talk somewhat briefly, maybe elicit a little bit of discussion. We've talked about this before, and I've been wanting to talk about it with Liz and or Vinny here, but it's tough to find a time when, tough to put me on the camera. It's tough to find a time when we're here, but one of us isn't in class. So screw it. The stories are getting too old and distant for it to be of much memory for people. So I just want to talk about it. But we've made mention multiple times about ego and how it gets people in trouble and hurt or killed or whatever, and that you need to check your ego. A couple of weeks ago, and some of these are kind of ego driven. Some of them are just lack of education. I was trying to think of a polite way of saying that. Some of them are just simply asinine. But a couple weeks ago, there was several stories that happened within like a 2 or 3 day period, 3 different stories. One of a young kid who walks up and knocks on somebody's door looking for his twin brothers or twin little siblings, and he goes to the wrong house. Knocks on the door. Guy opens the door, yells at the kid, and this is, I'm making a somewhat complicated story very short, but yells at the kid, shoots him. Okay? The kid falls down. This is being shot through a door. Okay? Kid falls down, and guy shoots him again. Thankfully, the kid survived. One shot to the abdomen, one shot to the head, fractured his skull, but did not penetrate the skull. I think it was with a 32. I don't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure that was with a 32. At any rate, completely uncalled for, right? This is just somebody who freaked out because somebody he didn't know knocked on his door. Okay. Then same day, next day, or day before, or something like that, another situation happens where a couple of teenage kids pull into a driveway to turn around. They're kind of out in the country, and they're going to a friend's house, going to a party, whatever the case is. They miss the driveway, so they go down to another driveway and pull in it to do a U-turn and turn around and go back to where they're supposed to be. While they're sitting there in the driveway, the owner of the driveway comes out and starts shooting at the kids in the car and killed somebody for turning around in their freaking driveway. Then, very similar situation, a couple of teenage girls go into a store, buy some whatever, come out, one of them hops in the wrong car. She, let's just say, I don't know what the car was, 2 Ford Escorts sitting side by side, and she hopped in the wrong one. She goes, oh, crap. The driver goes, oh, crap. The girl gets out, walks to her friend's car, gets in, sits down. Then the person who was driving the other car gets out of their car, walks up, and shoots the girl through the window. For what reason? right? For you thinking that you have the right to defend your driveway, your property, with lethal force when the situation doesn't justify it, when your life's not in danger or somebody else's life isn't in danger, is asinine. You thinking that somebody sat down in your car, 100%. And if this happens in Missouri, Missouri's Castle Doctrine applies to your vehicle, okay? But your life still has to be in danger. When that person got out of the car, your life's not in danger anymore, okay? So the person sat down in your car, sorry, gets out, walks around, gets in the car they're supposed to be in, then you get out of your car and go and attack them. Sorry, that's asinine. My wife had it happen to her when, actually the day I brought her home from the hospital after having our twins. We're sitting at Walgreens and she stayed in the car. I went inside to go get drugs, right? For her. And when I came out, she was telling me that some dude jumped in the truck and looked at her and went, ah! And she went, ah! And the guy jumped out and got in his car, which was parked right next to us. It happens, okay? Your life is not in danger. You cannot use lethal force to protect. You can't use lethal force. You're not protecting anything. You can't use lethal force, okay? Check your freaking ego. Somebody did that to you. They're not putting you down. They're not knocking you. They're not attacking you. They're not, did nothing. Move on. Take a breath. Move on. So those three situations happened. It was about a week and a half ago. One of them in Kansas City. All back to back. And it just was astounding to me. This is what media will grab a hold of and portray me as that person or you as that person, because you like firearms, because you like to shoot them for recreational fun, or because you like to carry one for self-defense, or you like to have one in your home for home defense, whatever the case may be. When I see other people like backing up what happened, oh, it was okay, that person never should have gotten that guy's car. What? That person shouldn't have turned around in this other person's driveway. That's asinine. You're going to take somebody's life for accidentally sitting in your car or for turning around in your driveway. Get over yourself. You're not that important. You're not that cool. Okay. I don't want to be lumped in with those people, and I am. Right. I get lumped in with those types of people who screw this stuff up for the rest of us. Very small percentage that gets media attention. And then because I enjoy shooting firearms, I get lumped in as this crazy person who's going to shoot somebody when they turn around in my driveway. And that is not true. I'm not going to go there. Not right now. So anyway, that's really all I had to say about that. Was please check your ego. If you know somebody like that, educate them. All right, educate them with what the law says. B, if you know the law. A lot of people know the law and don't. I have people explain to me all the time, and I'm no lawyer by any stretch. Let's just be clear about that. Phil's not a lawyer. But I have people tell me all the time what the law says, and they're not right. They're wrong. It's interesting too how people can misinterpret things. I recently actually had a bad review in one of my CCW classes where somebody said, essentially, I was very cavalier about taking a life, and that it's no big deal, and that everybody should be able to do that. And if somebody looks at you sideways, you just take them out. I would never, ever, ever say anything even remotely close to that. And it was so interesting to me because in that very same class, right after class, one of my kids had a soccer game. I ran into one of my students at the soccer game who was in class with me all that day. And he walked up to me and said, "Hey, I just want to say thank you. I've never taken a gun class before. I'm very new to this. I was kind of nervous because I thought it was going to be a bunch of, high testosterone, bravado, kill them all and let God sort them out kind of thing." And it wasn't. He said, "I really appreciate the fact that you were heavily preaching, turn around and walk away. Be the bigger person. If somebody looks at you sideways, you don't have to engage them. You can turn around and walk away. It doesn't make you look like a freaking punk." Okay. And him and I had a great conversation for probably 5 minutes about it. And it was just interesting to me that somebody else heard the exact same speech as me saying, just that guy looked at you wrong, just go shoot him. I would never say that. That is not true. If you've ever taken a class from me, whether it's a CCW class, a defensive handgun class, whatever it is, I am very much about getting the hell out, and you can't lose the fight you don't get into. I say that 100 times in a CCW class. Don't get in the fight. If there's somebody stealing your car in your driveway, call the freaking cops. Don't go out and engage. Right? It's not worth it. It's not worth getting punched in the mouth and getting your nose broken over. It's not worth getting stabbed. It's not worth getting shot. It's not worth you taking a life over somebody trying to steal your car. Because when you went out and engaged them, they drew a knife on you, and then now you can use lethal force to protect yourself, right? That use of force could be justified because they drew a knife on you, but it could also be argued that you caused the escalation by leaving the safety of your home. Don't freaking do it. It's not worth it. Call the cops. Let the cops deal with it. Okay, sorry. Rant. Nick, can you also mention IDPA match tonight? If you want to see how safe shooting sports can be, come shoot or even observers. Absolutely. So tonight's a great time. So I almost said twice a month. Twice a month, we have matches here. That's two. We have matches here. The first and last Thursday of the month, we have matches. Tonight's IDPA match will be in Bay 1 and 2. A lot of people they're intrigued by it when they see it on our screens, before class or out in the showroom. But it looks like way overwhelming. There's just people running everywhere and doing cartwheels and backflips and shooting guns and stuff. It is super addicting, ton of fun. And it's an unbelievable way to get good practice. To have great conversations with other like-minded people that are either brand new to the sport of shooting or very well versed in the sport of shooting. We have a wide range of experience levels that come and shoot our matches. Don't be intimidated by it. Come out and watch one first. Help pace targets and clean up brass and all that stuff. You get to know the shooters, and then come shoot one. It's $25, I think, right? Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but $25 for the match. And it's a great time. 6 to 9, show up before 6 o'clock. You have to be in $20. Okay. You have to be in the safety brief or you can't shoot. If you just show up, that's okay. You could come a little bit later. I'd still rather you show up for the safety brief. It's not just something you can show up at 7 o'clock and shoot one stage and be done. You got to be here when it starts. But if you want to come in and observe, just go introduce yourself to Jason, our match director, and just say, "Hey, I'm just here kind of checking it out. I'm kind of new to this whole thing." And he'll walk you through it. He'll tell you where to stand and what to do. And you'll realize very quickly that it's a ton of fun. So we've got that tonight, 6 to 9. come out and check it out. Thanks for the reminder, Nick. I actually forgot about that. Which also leads me to that we'll have limited lanes tonight because the IDPA match is in 2 bays. So the IDPA match will have bays 1 and 2. So bay 3 will be open for general shooting. So I was just handed a note. Let me see what these notes are. Oh, one of them is about the IDPA match. Charles, you failed me. Where'd you go? Why do you give me 1 backwards note and 1 forward note? Charles, he'll learn someday. So yes, we have, hey, look, I didn't even know he was doing this, but he has a little QR scanny thing so you can see the results the next day after they're all posted and stuff. So come in, grab one of those things. And then next week, May 10th, we have our women's self-defense workshop. Still have some seats left in this. I say seats, you're not going to sit down at all. I mean, maybe if you do, you sit on the mat. But just down the road, Gracie Baja, $25, okay? 2 hours from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Come out and learn how to use physics and leverage to your advantage. As a typically smaller person that is much more likely to be attacked by a larger person, use leverage to your advantage to give yourself some space and time. Space equals time. Time gives you a chance to get the hell that way or that way, get away. And you might get to punch me in the face. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a bad guy sometimes. So come out, check it out. $25, May 10th. Please send us an email. Train is ladies only. Training@therangestl.com. So we'll send you a link to get signed up. You can just show up if you want to just show up. I would rather give Gracie the heads up that, hey, we've got 20 ladies coming or we've got 40 ladies coming, right? Rather than me telling them I've got 20 and 50 people show up. So please send me an email, training@therangestl.com. We'll send you a link to get signed up just so we can keep track of numbers and such. It's $25. Okay, it's $25. Come out. You will have a lot of fun. Don't need anything special, just some athletic gear, something you don't mind getting sweaty in that you can be mobile in. Come on and do it. $25. You will learn a lot. You will get a ton of info for that $25. So that's May 10th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. IDPA match tonight. Come out, shoot it or watch it. I highly doubt there's any seats open in the match right now, but you can always come watch. So they sell out pretty fast. So if you come out and you watch, you want to get info from Jason of when everything goes live and how to sign up. Because you sign up on Practice Score, you don't sign up on. It's 3 really. I saw that a couple people dropped a little while ago, which always happens. So if you ever sign up for matches, any match, not just a match here, but any match, if it's sold out, always sign up for the wait list because people drop out. Things happen. Kids get sick. Work, calls. You're just freaking tired and don't feel like coming, so you drop out. So people always drop, and the bigger the match, the more seats typically open up. So, all right. Any one of us can help to what? Now I'm confused. I think that's it. What else? What other sales do we have going on? I talked about food. I talked about HSGI. Full auto. We have full auto Fridays every day. Help sign up and rules. Thank you, Nick. Every day is Friday in May. Every day is Friday in May, except for the weekends. Saturdays and Sundays are not Fridays. Monday through Friday is Friday as full autos are concerned. So buy 3 mags, get your 4th one for free. Okay, you buy 3 mags, 5.56, 9 mil, whatever, and you get your 4th mag for free. So come do that. Shooting full autos is fun. They call it a giggle switch for a reason. Come do it. So any weekday, buy 3 mags, get the 4th one free. So bring a buddy, or you don't have to. Shoot all 4 mags yourself. It's a lot of fun. Your first mag, you'll be getting the feel of it. Your second mag, you'll feel pretty darn good. By your 3rd mag, you'll be rock and rolling. It'll be awesome. You'll have a lot of fun. You will smile a lot when you shoot full auto, especially if you have never done it before. So come out and give that a go. All right, I think that's it for me. I've got nothing else, and holy crap, it is 20 after 9. I've been rambling for a really long time. All right, you guys have a awesome day today. If you need something, come see us, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful downtown Baldwin. Come hang out, shoot your guns, buy yourself something new and cool. Get signed up for a class. Get signed up for the tactical triage class this Sunday. Come shoot the match. Come watch the match. HSGI on sale. Wait, hold on. HSGI on sale. Food on sale. There. And Rob's here. Come in and pat Rob on the head. Just do that. Not that Rob. So, you guys have a super awesome day. Stay safe. Be nice to one another, and we'll catch you soon. Later. Awkward pause.